Hey guys, this is X Spider here, and I think I'm gonna start a series. Not start a series because people have already done like multiple videos of these, but I'm gonna do the series My First. You just tell stories about the first time you did something interesting, and before I get started, I just want to say I definitely don't condone this at all. It's not something cool to do, and it really doesn't like help you much. I mean, I just did it for recreation. But anyways, okay. So this was gonna be my first time smoking weed. Okay, so my friend Wesley, his brother, who's also my friend, and a friend of theirs got an apartment, and they invited me over to chill with them one day. And I've known them for almost like 7 or 8 years, so I felt perfectly fine going over there or whatever. But anyways, I get there and they start talking about buying some weed, and at this point I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna let them smoke and I'll just chill, whatever. But then we walk to the gas station and his brother buys like 4 or 5 bottles of alcohol. Okay, so his brother's obviously 21. I don't want you thinking we're living with like, or not we're living, but we're smoking with like a 10-year-old kid or something like that. But he buys like 4 or 5 bottles and he buys some rolling papers, but I'm just like, whatever, It's their day off and they work like full time. It's crazy. But they work full time, so I'm not, who am I to stop them from, having fun in their day off? So we get back to their apartment and they finally find a person to buy their weed from, because the person they usually buy it from was flaking out. So me and their roommate stay at their house, or at their apartment, as they go and they get the weed. Almost as soon as they leave, another one of all of our friends comes into the apartment. So at this point I'm chilling with a roommate and a mutual friend. And then the mutual friend tells the roommate that he has a little bit of weed left from what he smoked earlier. So they light it up and they start the rotation. And then when it gets to me, I pass it. And oh, watch this. I go ham on this. Oh, 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 look at this. Oh, you can't stop. What? What? I missed you? No, I didn't. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, that was clean. Let's go. Let's go for the quintuplet. There it is. I think I die soon. Yeah, I kept trying to kill this kid, but he kept fucking hiding like a bitch. But anyway, where was I at? Oh, I think I was at where they started smoking it or whatever. So, they was in rotation or whatever, and then they try to pass it to me, but I keep denying it. I was very anti-weed before this, so I just kept denying it, even though they kept asking me. And then Wesley and his brother got back, and that's when it all started. We all started drinking. I didn't drink much, and I still don't. I still hate the taste of alcohol, but I guess it's just a taste you have to acquire, but it's not something. I don't think I'll ever be a drinker. But then they start smoking, and they just tell me to try it. And me being the cool cat of the group, I just keep denying it. As I said, I was very like anti-weed, not thinking like it'll completely ruin your life, but I just didn't want to do it to seem like someone just to do it to fit in. I'm not that type of person. But eventually, I tried it. I took one hit and I almost coughed up a goddamn lung. I coughed so hard it was unbelievable, but they kept passing it around, and I just kept taking hits. Oh, and I was chewing gum to get the alcohol taste out of my mouth, but I could tell I was getting high because my jaw started to tingle a little bit, and then it felt like I was chewing like a whole pack of gum, when in reality I was only chewing like one goddamn piece. So I was like really tripping at this point. Like at one point I thought I was gonna turn into a lawn chair. Like it felt like my legs were like rolling up into themselves, and I was just gonna fold into a lawn chair. What else happened that night? I don't know. I just remember it was like really cool because I would like go in and out of like focus. And then I know I was making like so many jokes that night, and I'm usually not really like a loud like crazy person, but when I was high I was like yelling. Oh, I wasn't yelling, but I was talking like really loud, like saying joke. Look how fast that guy just drop shotted. I was I was like really loud or whatever, but it was cool because we was all just chilling, whatever. And even if someone said something to you that you didn't really like necessarily like what they said, it just didn't matter. Like you just pass it off. Even their roommate. At one point, I had the thought of like, yeah, I really want to fight their roommate, and then I just completely didn't care after that. And then it's just funny what some people say when they're high too. Their roommate kept falling asleep on the end table. It was like the most hilarious thing ever. He was sitting on the end table, and somehow he just kept falling asleep, and we was all just making fun of him and shit. It was hilarious. But I remember like 20 or 30 minutes into it, I was like, okay, how long is this gonna last? And then Wesley tells me it's gonna last 4 goddamn hours. Then I really started tripping. But surprisingly, I wasn't hungry or tired at all. Oh, and I forgot to mention what we smoked. I mainly smoked Kush that night, but I had a few hits of perp too. But as I said, I definitely don't condone this, and don't do it just to fit in, because then you're just a bitch if you do. But if you like the story, leave a comment, or like it and leave a comment about maybe some of your stories. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye.